Hello, I'm Doug, Barefoot Adventure, and this is day, I gotta look again, 54 of my 1,000 day adventure. More on him later. So just for my record taking, yeah, it's 10 more days till my new adventure starts, and got some things done. Not moving as quickly as I would like, but that's okay. I'm learning a lot of new things. I'm finding out that this is really part of my Course in Miracles. The Course in Miracles is all about trusting the path that's coming to you, knowing, just deep down knowing where you're supposed to go, and then, moving that way. And I know the direction I'm going with leaving here and what's going to happen is part of where I'm going. I'm just allowing my ego, which is in Course in Miracles, to bring up all sorts of drama. And my ego is the fear, worrying about where I'm going to land. I still don't know where I'm going to land when I leave here, even though I have two, possibilities. And then there is always just going down south. So there is a way that I'm going to get through this. I just have to trust. And the mental game that's going on here is just amazing. And I'm winning. That's the main thing. The other thing that I'm really recognizing is just this whole ranch, mainly, my boss and the owners have really triggered me negatively. It's every morning I have this strange thing because I want to leave here and I just don't want to cross paths with them because of, how they've done this. And so what I do is I go to work and I do one section of where the horses are, and then I move all the way across the ranch to another section. And if I can get across, I can totally avoid them before they go to the middle section. And then usually it works out by the time I get done with that far section. I then move to the middle section where they are because they've already moved out and are doing their runs. For some reason now they're running late, so I literally will sit down in the lower barn, and I just keep the doors shut, and just hang out with the horses in there, keep popping out until they drive their buggy and head on down the other direction. And then literally as soon as their buggy gets out of sight, I open the door and head back to do the last barn and finish up. The thing is, it's not good. Just the negative energy of it all. I need to move on. And so that's what's going to happen. And it's just the way it's going to, playing out. I just got to control my emotions, control my focus, and it's going to work because where I'm going and what I'm going to do is exactly what I want to do. So, and I'll share more as we go. So, let's see. I don't know, it was about 3 years ago when I really decided that I wanted to get into the spiritual work, as my line of work. I decided before, yet for some reason something happened, and it happened to be actually on Facebook and with social media, where I started getting conscious about, being goofy and playful like I've always been all my life. Just a fun-loving guy. I kept thinking, that as a spiritual person you had to be, serious, and you had to put aside that stuff. And so for a couple of years I did. And, I judge by Facebook because I'll go on every day and I'll put a few posts, and what I like about it for me personally is I can see my history of where I go spiritually. I can see where I was really getting riled up in religion, and I pulled away and I was okay, and so I quit posting anything. And then I got riled up about politics, and so then I pulled away and I just quit posting and wouldn't let it bother me. And so there is where I saw that I pulled away from my humor. And it just wasn't me. And so it was back, in October, actually, when I met that woman, that I started coming out of my shell and just started being fun and playful again. And so what I did was I actually went to the, what was it, a thrift shop or Goodwill, and I was searching for, I can't remember, I think it was a cat or something. That's right. She had cats. I would make fun that I didn't like them. So I went to Goodwill and I was going to find a cat and say, hey, I got a cat. And so I got this. And I named him DeOGe, and that's D-O-G, DeOGe. And so, here, let's put you up a little higher. I made a movie about going and getting them, and then I made a movie about playing with them, and that really brought just me to life. I started having fun with it. And then I started doing different things with it, and during that time I got into movie, editing just a little bit more, and I wanted to do more. And then when she left, boo-hoo, he went away, and I kind of lost it. And then when I came back starting doing these videos, especially these videos, I says, wait a minute, I'm going to bring them back in. And so that's when I took them and I set them back in the corner. And if you look in some of my earlier videos, I'll have little pop-up bubbles, and he'll kind of make fun of me. And it's not putting me down. It's just my alter ego. It's my comedy. It's my humor, which I want to keep in. And I've noticed in the last couple weeks I haven't been putting the little pop-ups, and he hasn't been interacting with me. It's kind of like, well, it's not like, I've been getting stressed, and I've been allowing that stress to interfere with me. And so when I get these videos done, I just want to hurry up and run to edit them, throw them up, and I'm done. Because I want to make sure I get this consistency of doing one every day for 1,000 days. It's just an art project. I want to see where it goes. I mentioned, I think, one of my earlier videos, a friend of mine just yesterday, I believe it was, did 2,500 days of creating a piece of art every single day. And I believe it was yesterday, I think it was yesterday, he was at a party celebrating, and it got late, and he needed to create art, so he ran into a 7-Eleven, bought some just printer paper and colored pencils, and he literally sketched out something like that. He was consistent to doing it. And so that's what I'm going to do. Is I want to stay consistent with this, for 1,000 days. Why not? I love video. It might be a little bit of a challenge, like I said, posting them, yet I'm going to do what I can to shoot a video every day, and then if I have to, I'll post them all up. Yet that's not for 10 days. And then again, I might be able to move into a situation where that's all going to be taken care of. We'll see what happens. I am going to trust that the path I'm going is the path that I'm supposed to take. And as the Course in Miracles says, and remember, I'm not talking, the Bible God or He God. It's just kind of like me trusting myself, the universe. And what it says on my computer over there is, I trust that God is going to guide me. I trust that God is going to show me a way. I trust that we'll make it happen. So all is good. That's my roundup. It's going to be interesting to see what these look like after, a month or so. It's going to be interesting to see after 11 days. So, talk to you later.